Hey, what's up YouTube? So I have myself an NPR 2011 and when it's idling, obviously the idle adjustment, that only works when you're stationary, so you can adjust it to absolute max idle and it won't do anything whilst you're in motion. So if you're moving, then it'll sit to what its actual idle will be. So mine, when it's idling, it'll just like idling, like if I turn that adjuster off, it'll idle pretty low and then it'll just blah 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 stall on me. So if I'm turning a corner and I change gears, or I just like let it just coast in neutral, it can stall on me. So I'm pretty sure, but I'll find out when this is done. But this video is on the suction control valve, and this is where it is and all that nonsense. So this is the replacement part, suction control valve kit. This is what you get in the kit. Has a little O-ring and the bolts and such. I'll open it up a little wider for you. There you go. So it's got 2 bolts and they are Allen keys and the actual suction control valve. So the Allen key is, I don't know if it says it on this. There you go, it's a 5. As far as I could tell, that's what it seems to fit. And I think this would be, I don't know if it's metric or not, but it's a silver one, if that helps. And yeah, it is a bit challenging to get, in there. So what I've done is I've put a Allen key on it. It just goes, I have to do the lengthways Allen key to make the range, and then this for the leverage, because I could not do it with the leverage I had. But yeah, I've loosened it now. So this is where it is as well, if you don't know. So air intake coming in. We've got the fuel filter there, fan here, and it is right there. So if you can see that, I'll just zoom in right there. See that little connector? That's that grey connector. That's what it is right there. You can see the Allen key coming out of that bolt. So that is it. So I'm going to remove that now. And I was going to try and take off the connector first, but it is really challenging. So it looks like I've got a fair bit of slack on the cable. So I'm going to take the valve out and then hopefully be able to remove that connector, because that connector is freaking on there. No matter how much I push that tab and try and yank it, I don't want to rip those cables out, so I'll give that a shot. So mine doesn't actually look too bad on the outside, but I saw a video on someone doing one of these. It wasn't on an NPR, but you got to take them apart and see the inside of this to see how they are, because this is a high pressure system, so any little scoring will make a difference. But yeah, it's not looking too bad on the outside, but yeah, on the video I saw, it was yeah, all scored up on the inside. But yeah, so I'm gonna change that now. And yeah, just for the FYI, if yours is the same as mine, I could not get this off. Like, it legit, trying to pull that out, it wouldn't work. I had to put a flathead in this side so I could lift that little thing that holds onto this, because it would not release. I pushed that thing down and the thing just like bent a little instead of like actually lifting. So yeah, I had to put a flathead in there and kind of lift it a little, and then it just slid straight off. So if it's not coming off, just take it apart and then do that, because then you can actually reach it. Like, it's got a bit of, like, look at that play. It's got heaps of play, so you can get in there a bit better. Yeah, right, I'm going to switch it out now and see if it worked. Just another quick thing to note, the O-ring that comes in the box, this one here, it doesn't sit, if I move this, there's no lip or anything for it to sit on the actual valve. So it's not going to be like this, for instance. It's going to be just falling around. So you got to push that into the housing inside there, and it'll sit flush perfect. And when it feels seated, you're good to put that in, but just make sure that you don't put on that and push it in, because it won't sit flush. You got to push it in that side and make sure it's seated, and then install this. Well, it never used to idle for longer than a minute before, so it seems to have fixed the problem. And yeah, that's how you change the vacuum control valve. Look at it, brand spanking new in there. Going to make sure there's no fuel leaks, and yeah, all done. I might grab a piece of paper, bit of paper towel, put it underneath, give it a bit of a wipe, make sure there's nothing leaking. I'll let it idle. If it idles for more than a minute, I should be good, but 4 or 5 minutes, then it's definitely sweet. So if anyone's got a similar symptom, then yeah, that fixed it for me. There's another thing that made it always stall. If I revved it up like over 2, just like a little over 2, and then dropped it, and it just went all the way down. But yeah, it's still probably idling a little low. As you can see, it's around 5. Apparently it's supposed to be around 7.5, but I don't know, it seems smooth to me. Smooth and happy. It's a lot smoother and happier than it was before. It was a little rough. Like it sounded like it was a little, you know, a little lower before, even though it's the same. But it definitely sounds a lot smoother now. And yeah, it didn't just stall out, which is awesome. And it's been like 4-5 minutes of it idling. So yeah, that's pretty good. Success. It was about $190, $200 for the part. Yeah, hope that helps. Now that I have a Isuzu NPR, I will be probably making more videos on this and less videos on my Volkswagen Touareg, because I'm going to sell it and it hurts to sell. It's been an incredible car. It's obviously got a bit of maintenance and such to it, but it's hard to fault. Like, it's been so strong, so reliable, never left me abandoned, and I've done the whole Australia trip pretty much. I mean, it has. I bought it in Sydney and I've driven it to Sydney, so it's been amazing. Yeah, never on a tow truck and left me stranded. So yeah, but it's probably going to be my last video. I think I'll do a service on it, and I don't know why I'm talking on this video, because it's about NPRs. So yeah, all future videos, feel free to like and follow, and I'll be fixing NPR stuff as I go along, as stuff happens. I just did the master and the slave cylinder for the clutch, and that works well. I probably won't make a video for that because I think there's some others out there. But if you would like a video on that, I can definitely make a video, because I don't know if there's any on this year. But yeah, like, subscribe and all that shit.